So this is Jihad, sweating like a pig after a workout, haven't even showered yet, but I wanted to film this video because this is a turning point, a huge turning point in my life when it comes to my mental health and to my life in general, even my relationships with women, with one woman basically. I actually learned how to access qualities of my psyche, psychological qualities, through fixing my relationship with my parents. And I used to have fights with my parents every bloody day. I was a pain in the ass. And that was because of the pop culture that was around back in the day, which was the 2000s. And even now, I'm seeing that they want to destroy the family, basically. The family system isn't that important. What is important now is bitches, hoes and stitches and fucking money. Well, you can see that in music. Music back in the day, people used to write poetries for women. And then with rock and roll, okay, love a bit of romance in there. But then, now they sing about bitches, pussy, twerking and shit like that. I mean, come on, man. What is this? What is this bollocks? What is this degeneracy? It pisses me off. Like, I'm angry because it led me astray myself, and I want to help the people. I want to help you. I want to show you how to fix your relationship with your parents. Now, why to fix your relationships with your parents? When you fix your relationship with your parents, even Carl Jung talks about this. If you want, do the research. You will fix your psyche. Your psychological tendencies will be more organized. The male, the animus will be controlled, which is the masculine quality of your psyche, and the anima, which is the feminine quality of your psyche, will be arranged as well. And your relationships with females will get 100 times better. In your relationships, your girlfriend won't be turned off by you. She will love you all the bloody time. She'll be turned on by you. When you understand your father, how a man behaves, and how a man with no resentment for other men behaves, and how a man with no resentment for other women behaves, because your parents are the first symbols of the male and the female in the structure, and they actually give you a sort of a lens that you follow in your life. This video is going to be a little bit long, but for a good purpose, okay? So this is why, because you will rearrange everything. Stop this bullshit of saying, oh, but my parents traumatized me. I used to be traumatized. I'm a victim. Boo-hoo-hoo. Crying like a little bitch. Come on, man. No, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Please. Please, don't shoot yourself on the foot, because most people who act like victims, they don't know that they are actually destroying themselves, destroying their own lives, and nobody actually gives a shit about them. Not even your girlfriend, you fucking prick. Not even your girlfriend cares about you when you talk like that, because women do not respect weak-ass victim men. They do not respect it, even if they say it on the romance and the movie and the cartoon books, whatever. They know that's a complete lie. So you need to get your shit together if you want to get out of the rut, and nobody will care about you, not even I. Okay? Well, actually I do, because I'm actually sharing this for free, and I'm not even gonna charge people for this, because this is valuable information and I think this is good karma, and I'm gonna keep doing it. So, now, I have a message. This video is for the people who still have their parents alive. Yes. The only things I talk about and I say I know for 100% is when I went through them. So I talk about the things that worked for me, and potentially they work for you. You can, even if the information or the situation is a little bit different from you, it will work. Why? Because you will actually modify it a little bit, customize it according to your situation, and you will succeed at it. This is how information works. You take on information and then you change it, and then you take it to another level with your current situation. So forgive me for the people who, if you have a father dead or a mother dead, I'm sorry about that. You have my full sympathy and empathy, and this video, sorry, got cut out. And this video is for the people who still have their parents or alive, or even only one is alive. So now, this is why I want to talk about it, and this is basically as an intro for this video. Now, the father. The word father comes from the Indo-European pater, okay? And this actually exists in Latin as well. And there is another word, which is pattern. The pattern comes from a Latin word, patron or patronus. Patron, those who understand French. Patron, those who understand Italian or Spanish. Someone who leads by example, that's the patron. So the father, the word father and the word pattern are the same thing. They have the same root. And if you really want to understand a word and why it's there, you need to look for the etymology and the root of the word, because the functionality of the word lies there. The truth of the word lies there. And basically, when you fix your relationship with your father, as a man, you will actually follow the patterns of the masculine, leading by example. You'll be led by example. Even if your father is like the worst person ever, he has anger issues, etc. When you fix your relationship, it works for you. It's actually this is actually 80% in your own benefit more than them. Yeah, because they will love you anyways, even if you're resentful to them. They will love you. They just have a temper or something like that. Or they were just, they were the byproduct of their upbringing. Yeah? So the word father and the word pattern are one thing. So when you fix your relationship with your father, you will actually have mental. You will actually have rational actions, and you will take more calculated actions. And that's what masculinity means. Masculinity is aggression, true, but it means controlled aggression. When you take action in the morning, you go do your tasks, you go train, you go do something, that's aggression that is controlled and constructive. It's not going about and destroying shit like Charlie Bronson. Yeah, I love that movie, by the way. The word mother comes from the word mater. Yeah, and the word matter or material, maternity, material, matter. The word matrix comes from the word mater as well. Mater, and it means the physical existence. It means the womb. It means the mother, the comfort, and the physical existence. Because emotions in nature, they are physical, and everything that is motherly is emotionally tenderized, or what is this word? It tends to be emotional. Yeah, something that is from the mother is very comforting. It's like smoking, like the baby who sucks on the tit. You're sucking on the titty. Yeah, when you're a kid. Jean Piaget, who is a biologist who brought so much to psychology, he says that one of the first muscles, if not the first muscles, that actually activates in the baby's body is the sucking muscles, because the baby needs to suckle on the mother's tit, and that's actually really important, you know. And that's the mother, that's you actually merging with the mother. And actually they say in the polyvagal theory by Stephen Porges, they say that the baby is actually, or the baby cannot actually differentiate itself with the mother. When the baby looks at its mother, it will think that it's a part of itself. It's actually one thing. That's why the mother is very comforting. And the goal of a man is to actually fix the relationship with the mother and then with the father, because he will have the balance of both. The physical, the material balance, and the metaphysical, or the value, or the mental qualities as well, the mental balance. This is why it's important. Now, for me, I used to be very, very lost when it comes to my parents. I used to have the worst relationship with my mother, especially my mother. My father, not really, but I had resentment towards him, and God forgive me for that. I had resentment towards him because he was actually a disciplined man, and I grew up not wanting to be a disciplined man. I grew up wanting to be a video gamer and just lay around and do nothing. You know, even though I had some discipline in my life, but I was lost, basically. I didn't know the priorities where they laid, and my mother was basically my mother. I was very disobedient to my mother. I'm not saying that all parents are gods. Of course, they have their personality defects, of course, but of course, you need to be rational about this. They are your parents, and if you want to succeed in life, even if you succeed financially in life and you didn't fix your relationship with your parents, you will live a sad, miserable life. It's really a real thing that a lot of people suffer from. And I used to, whenever my mum tell me do something, I would punch the wall, break the table, or slam the door, get out, yell at her, be disrespectful towards her. And once I remember she caught me watching porn, and that was one of the worst experiences I've ever had. She entered and I was watching porn, and she realized that, and that was a lot of shame that I developed from that experience, and a lot of resentment that I developed. So I became a rebellious child. And then when I reached my teenage years, it got even worse, because I started trying to rebel against my mum. No, mom, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. My father, I would try my best to fight off my father. My father would tell me to do this, and I'd be like, no, I disagree. And he would tell me, you shouldn't be like this outside in public. You should act like this. And I would be like rebellious and do the dumbest shit ever. And I remember one thing, that when it comes to a really bad habit that I used to do, my father would go out, leave me home alone, and he would say, be a man, my son, be a man. And he would leave. And when he does that would tingle something inside of me. I would be like, yeah, what? Yeah, man. He wants me to be a man. But like 1 hour after that, I forget about it. Yeah? Because, of course, I was a dumb teenager. And that ruined my relationships. Even in my early 20s, I had bad relationships with my parents. And that actually destroyed me, to be honest. The first 3 years, I felt nothing, because I was busy having fun with girls and going out and traveling and just being a womanizer and picking up girls, talking to girls. Every week a new girl, every day a new girl. I wasn't very productive in the society, basically. I was degenerate. Yeah, a complete fool, degenerate, purposeless. And I would think, oh, I have purpose. And I didn't even have a purpose. I was just lying to myself, basically. And yeah, that was one of the worst experiences of my life, when I realized that, wow, my parents are actually growing old, and I'm still fucked up mentally after all of the work I tried to do. And now I kind of realize that I'm losing my parents. Why don't I have a good relationship with my parents? Why am I not comfortable, like, just joking with my parents, That was heartbreaking. That was one of the most heartbreaking realizations of my life. And I remember I was sitting alone, not alone, in my room. They were in the room as well. And I found old pictures of myself and my parents as well when I was younger, when I was about 5, 4, 3. And I was looking at those. There was this like family picture book, right? And I would burst into tears, man. I would burst into tears. I completely lost it. And you know what? Not long after that, I was going on Facebook, and I had decided to actually accept my parents on social media. Because I was doing some stupid shit on social media, and I would be like, no, I shouldn't include my family with whatever I'm doing. But then I decided, I was like, why not? And once, on Facebook, when someone comments that you see their comment, it appears with the post and the comment, and the comment says, it was the month of May, that's my birthday, and the comment says, the post says, who is a precious person to you who's born during the month of May? And I found my mum. She actually commented and she said my name. She said, Jihad, may God bless him. I'm actually almost bursting to tears saying this because I did cry that day when I saw that my mum said that about me. And we don't have sweet talk, me and my mum, only up until this point. Now I'm getting more used to it and actually initiating it. So I was like, why hold the resentment? So yeah, that's basically a bit of my background, or maybe I'll tell you more in the future, but I hope this video helps you really. The first step is to become aware of who your parents are. Who is your father? Who is he? Because we can bet, man. We can bet on $100. I'm a Muslim, I shouldn't bet. What am I doing? It's haram. Haram. That you don't know who your father really is. You don't know. What makes him laugh? What makes him tick? What makes your father happy? What is a good gift that you can buy for your father? What can you do? What can you do to make your father happy? Have you ever thought about that? When I thought about that, I was like, damn, this is crazy. He's my father. I literally came out of his balls, man. I lived for 25 years with that bloke, and I don't know who he is. He doesn't even know who I am. So I better get to work. Who's your mother? Maybe you can know your mother more than your father because women tend to be more open and they can reveal more. But when it comes to the mother, you try to be aware and understand why she may act certain ways in an extreme way. And basically the reason for that is because women are women. Women are not rational creatures, they are emotional creatures. I'm not saying that women are dumb, but women tend to follow their emotions more, and that's what makes them beautiful, and that's what makes them convenient for raising children, because they understand emotions. Actually, in the polyvagal theory, the nervous system of the woman is attuned not to handle her own emotions, but to handle someone else's emotions, and that's the emotions of the baby. And the man is there to handle the woman's emotions, to actually be the rock that she can lean on. Yeah? If you're interested in these details, you can search up Stephen Porges' The Polyvagal Theory. It's amazing. It's a big revolutionary book and theory that talks about trauma and healing emotions, etc. So you try to be aware of who they are. Who's your father? Who's your mother? Why does your mother act that way? And your father, you can actually start having a talk with him. You can invite him for a walk. You can tell him, hey, let's go do this. Oh, there's a match? Let's just watch this. And then try to spend a bit more time with your father. Try to understand what a father wants, or what your father specifically, more particularly wants. What makes him tick? And then when you understand him, you see and you will understand, you will know that what he was trying to do from the outset, 99% of it was for your own sake, to make you a good man, because he knows that he's not gonna last for you. You will take the torch and you will go and live on and pass on your genes. Pass on the family. So become aware of who he is, get closer to him. With your mother, be aware that your mother is a female. And with females, you shouldn't look for a rational thing when it comes to emotions. Females will only be females with their reactions. They will still be emotional. And the most effective way for a man to handle a female, even if she's your mother, when she gets angry, you just say, okay, I understand. Okay, I understand. Once you say I understand to your mother, she will actually feel more understood by you, and she will have less resistance towards you, and you will fix the relationship with her. You will see, and even her reactions and behavior with you will change. She will be more apologetic. She will be sweeter to you. My mum now, when she talks to me, she actually considers if I'm gonna get mad or not. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm not tyrannical like, hey mom, hey, come on, hey, you bring that, you do that, shut up. No. I'm actually rational about it, and I know that this is due to what I did. This is what made me, or this is the result of me fixing my relationship with my parents. So that's very important to keep that in mind. The first step is become aware of who they are and why they act a certain way, and understand where they are coming from. And the way to do that is you become aware, ask questions, ask them, see, why do they do this? Hey mom, why do you like this? Hey father, why do you want to do this? Hey father, could you tell me why do you want me to do this? Is there a reason, a particular reason? And they will talk to you, because they're not bad people. They want to talk to you. They want to explain. Because all you did, all your life, you're their child. You're their son. You've been resisting the whole time. You've been resisting your own parents while accepting whatever other people outside of your family tell you to do. How fucked up is that, my friend? That's stupid. If you tell me, you deserve a slap. Yeah? So that's important. Step 2. Now, when you get closer to them and you understand what makes them tick, how they react, and they have less and less resistance towards you, and you have less and less resistance towards them, you actually start bringing the real shit on the table. Put the real shit on the table. Say, listen, I know we had not the most stable relationship throughout our lives, and you're my mother or you're my father, but I would like to apologize for everything I've done to you. You start with this. Just say literally what I said. You're gonna feel icky at first. Maybe you're gonna try it. It's gonna take you maybe 1 week to say it, because you're gonna be like, okay, now is the right time. And then you see your father maybe drinking water in the kitchen, and they're like, oh hey. And that happened to me, like, multiple times. And then I would go to my father and find him watching TV, a football match or something like that, and I'd be like, hey, hello, yeah, I just wanted to say, what are you doing today? Oh, okay, good, goodbye. And the reason is because you're not really used to being open, especially with them, right? Because you built a wall. You've been building a wall for years and years on end, and that's the product of that. And you need to scatter the wall one way or another, and just take it as a baby steps. Try to. The message, well, the bulk of the message is, I am sorry. I know we didn't have a good relationship in the past up until now, but I would like to apologize for everything I said. However, I would like to fix it, and I would like to talk about it if it's possible. And you are my father, you are my mother, I love you, and I want to help you, I want to help us, I want to build a stronger relationship with them, or with you, right? So, you actually would do that. It's really simple, but not very easy, I understand. So take it step by step. Just go slowly. A little bit more each time, a little bit more each time. And then when you say it, you might burst into tears. You might burst into tears. Especially if you're not used to hugging them. Start maybe hug them more. Hug your father. Go maybe like caress them a little bit, caress their heads. I don't know. Just what I do, I just play with them. I started doing that because words, I'm not really good with words. I had to learn the art of speaking and the ability to speak in front of a camera or in front of a crowd or with people socializing, which I'm still struggling with till now, to be honest. You start physically, and then it can get more and more and more, and you will open up like a flower. Yeah, you will bloom like a flower, and that's what's gonna make you actually do it effectively, and that's what's gonna make you get used to that. So that's the second step. The second step is open up slowly, baby stepping, and actually get yourself in a comfortable position where you talk about those issues. Tell them. You can tell them what used to hurt you. Tell them, I used to be hurt because you yelled at me, or you talked down to me, and when you are my father, you're my father, and I didn't want you to say that to me, and that broke me, because all I wanted from you is good words of affirmation. You know, that's how that's how it's gonna develop. Yeah, nothing is better than opening up, especially with the people who are worth it. Now, step 3 is where you actually talk about the problems. It kind of looks like the step 2, but I'm going to get deeper here. When you talk about your problems, even if you talk about them nicely, sometimes shit can go wrong. You can get into an entanglement, a clash of ideas, of opinions. And that's where the test really comes. That's where your might and your strength, you can test your strength and test your might and your honor and your integrity when you actually take a step back and say, okay, I'm sorry, I did not mean to make you angry. Just take a step back. Baby stepping all the way, and if something goes wrong, just take a step back, say, I'm sorry, I did not mean to have a fight with you. And that's actually really healthy, because what's happening, you are opening up knots. Yeah, you are opening up old and ancient knots in your relationship, in your communication, miscommunication, misunderstandings with your parents. And that's going to take you to the next level, because you are actually opening up. This is like opening the Pandora's box. If you don't know what Pandora's box is, it's it's in the Greek mythology. You open this box, and this box can wreak havoc in the world. Chaos will happen because it contains energy, a massive amount of energy. I think the force of creation is contained in that box, Pandora's box. And when you reach that level, you just have to carry on, take a step back, carry on, take a step back, and then with time, you will develop a good relationship. With your understanding and your honor and your valor as a human being, if you have integrity, and if you really want to increase the quality of your life, that's what you should do. Because fixing your relationship with your parents will actually take your quality of life to the next level. If not, I think it's going to increase by 50%. Depression is less likely to be here, because depression is a feeling of isolation. You need to have your family there with you. You need to be connected to the real ones. We are out there looking for connection with other people. Oh, I'm connected. Oh, twin flame. You are my twin flame. I love you. But then you have your parents at home, and you don't even try to connect with them and fix the relationship with them, and you literally came out of your mum's womb. You came from her. They made you. So the connection with them is the best connection you will ever have, and that's temporary, because they're going to leave soon if you don't die before them, of course. Put this in mind. So step 3 is taking a step back and talking about what hurt you, but carrying on. Today they got angry. Okay, he got angry or she got angry. It depends on with whom you're talking today. You can talk to them individually or both if you're comfortable doing that. And then you will actually go to the next level. You go to the next level. Next week, talk about something else. Next week, talk about something else. Next week, talk about something else. But always remember, with love, you should never be the one yelling. If they are yelling, you should be the one forgiving and standing your ground. Because you want to do it. I'm not forcing you to do that, but I'm telling you, if you want to, my friend. If you don't want to, that's your problem. That's on you, my friend, okay? You've got no one else to blame but you. Step 4. Actively do the things that they might like. And what do I mean by that? Let's say, for example, your father told you to do something and you didn't do it and you got into a fight for it, or you forgot to do it and you got into a fight and your bitch ass decided to be resentful and not do it. Oh, never do that again. Fuck him. Fuck this shit, bruv. Yeah, some people think like that. I think like that. So I'm talking down to myself, right? When I talk down in these videos, I'm talking down to myself. I'm literally shaming my younger self. And he deserves to be shamed. I'm saying it. Don't come to me and like, oh, shame is the worst emotion in the world. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut up. Yeah, good. So, when you fix your relationship... What am I on? Yeah. Well, you gotta follow my ADHD. Where was I? Yeah, I lost train of thought. So, remember what happened if you didn't do something and you got into a fight with your father or your mother. One day, proactively go and do it. Or propose to do it. One big thing I used to hate, go buy stuff for my mother. Meaning I do the shopping for her. Grocery shopping, right? Yeah? I would do that. I would get into a fight with her. So I started, hey mum, I'm going out. Would you like me to buy you something? Sometimes I buy with my own money. Sometimes I buy with her own money. This is when I was broke. She would give me money. I would go and buy stuff. And I would go and ask her. I would ask if I should throw the trash out. I would ask if, hey, I'm going to this place. I know maybe you may not be comfortable with it, but could you let me go this time? Please, I really want to go. This is just asking. Because you will develop, they will feel the appreciation, and you must appreciate your parents. You must appreciate them. You've got nothing else to do. Don't go appreciate other people before you appreciate your own parents. Yeah. So that's the fourth step. Proactively do good things for them, and you will see the quality of your life, you between yourself. You will go to the next level. When you fix your relationship with your mother, your relationship with women will be better instantly. Instantly. You can do that in the matter of a month. I'm telling you, man. You can fix your relationship with your father, and your relationship, your business mindset, your goals, even relationship with women as well will be affected, because the woman is the microcosm of the universe. And when you act like a man, your woman will be always turned on, and she will be always attracted to you, and she will always love you. That's how you can check yourself. You say, oh, okay, my relationship is a little bit bad, my girl is acting up, so there must be something I'm doing. Okay, maybe communication, maybe understanding, maybe this, maybe that. Maybe I'm too weak, maybe I'm too cut off, too distant. Like, you need to find the balance, and when you understand your parents and fix your relationship with them, you will go to the next level. Trust me. Try it, and this will increase and better the quality of your life, because who does not want to have a better life quality? And then when you get rich, you buy stuff for them. You send them money. Send them $1,000, $2,000 a month extra. So if you want to become a man who is complete, I'm far from a complete man, but the more I'm doing these things, these little things, the more whole you become, the more complete you become. The symbols, the archetypes of my psyche are rearranging themselves. You rearrange the animus and the anima, the masculine polarity and the feminine polarity within you, so that when you act with grace, you act with power. You don't act in a perverted way. You don't act with fear. You don't act with while being lost. You will know exactly what you need to do. And therefore, you will become an honorable man. A man to be held. A man to be spoken of. And if you lived, and if you had lived in the Middle Ages, they would have written songs about you, my friend. And I hope this video helped. Thank you so much. If you've got any questions, I will be around. Thank you so much. Cheers.